I forgot to hit the live button inside YouTube. I hit live inside Zoom and I forgot to hit it inside YouTube. So I just want to update you on where I'm at. I'm doing a product research session, okay? And I've been looking at products and I've been I end up in the garden niche, right? And I was exploring around in there and I found a number of potential products, which we're going to jump in and explore. And if we find nothing on those products, we'll actually expand outwards and see, can we find, potential products off them, right? So yeah, it's pretty good. If you guys have any questions, please just ask me. I'll be happily answer them, either ask me in the chat here on YouTube, leave a comment down below if it's the recording you're watching. And like I said, any questions about like what I'm doing or about potential products or about anything you're doing with Amazon, please just ask. I went live for 6 days or 7 days there, basically in a row, and I uncovered a lot of different products for my business, and I'm now actually moving them forward. If you want to watch those recordings, you can just go back there on this channel, and they're products that I found, and now I'm moving forward. And I might try and keep these up because, if I go live regularly or every day, I end up finding more potential products for my business and I'm able to bring them in. And that's exactly what I've done. I've used these sessions to uncover like so many product opportunities. But let's just share my screen. Let's just have a look here where I'm at, right? I'm inside Garden, and I basically opened up a lot of different tabs on products that are a bit different that I want to explore. Some of these products I'm like, potentially I could sell. Some of them I'm like, I'm not going to sell, but there might be some products inside the listings that could be interesting. So let's just start with this one here, right? Which is like, it's a heavy duty squirrel bird feeder, right? And basically that item likely will be quite competitive, but let's just have a look, right? First of all, the make is well known, right? It's own fulfillment, which means that the person is fulfilling the order themselves. Now that always gives us an opportunity to actually stand out by actually offering FBA, right? But let's just scroll down here. When I say FBA, I mean Prime, right? And this one already has Prime and it's sold by Amazon. But that doesn't mean that we couldn't actually compete and offer a better package. So if we go down here to Keepa, now Keepa is an amazing tool. It is 20 euros per month, and I wouldn't be without it. So if we look here, this is the last 3 months of data on this product. Now up at the top here where my mouse is, you can see there, it was Amazon had the buy box at $29.99 in terms of FBA buy box. And then the actual buy box was £26.70 with DDW online, right? Now you can see this product has a number of people trying to sell it. And the price there, the buy box, has went down, has went up as we scroll back, right? So that's quite interesting because we see the price is fairly steady, look, between 22 and £30 if it's FBA, right? If we go down here at the bottom, this green one, I always find this really interesting, right? Let's go with bird feeders. This is the BSR, which is known as the best seller rank. Now, if the nearer that BSR is to 0, the more units is shifting, right? That product is shifting, right? And this is in Garden, which is quite a large category. And we can see this product like, 1,071, 807, 1,500. Like this is quite popular in terms of the garden category. Now we can go here down below to the bottom right, and we can actually expand that to have a look at this product full stop, right? Like, so we can see from, maybe August 2019, that product has been selling pretty much consistently, bar a little blip here in July of this year. But when I say a blip, I mean, it's still selling a lot of units and it's been just shifting a lot of stock, right? Probably very competitive, right? But overall, the listing itself, is not great. It's pretty poor, and is own fulfillment. Now it is a big brand. There is a lot of different sizes here, which does, that probably does put me off. But let me just have a look. I'm just going to type in bird feeder. Now, as I said, this product very likely will be way too competitive, but I want to just have a look. Okay, straight away, I can see here 30,000 results. I'm like, I don't like that. Now, these bird feeders, they're all different products, right? So I'm not looking at the same thing, right? So I'm going to type in bird feeder cage. Try and narrow it down here. Okay, how many results? 9,000, still way too much, right? Now, if we look at this, we can see like there's so many different designs in terms of like, that's the top of one. There's another one there. There's another one there. their colors, acrylic. So when I see that, I'm like, it's not really something I want to get involved in, because I'm kind of like, for me to stand out, how do I stand out in this marketplace in terms of, like, if a consumer types in bird feeder cage or something like that into Amazon, how would they know it's mine they want? Like, there's so much choice here that they probably don't, right? So I wouldn't proceed with that. Now, this is just another item that stood out to me, but it's really low price actually. So, I think the same, I probably would be moving away from that item. Let's have a look here. Overall, it's nice and steady sales. Pretty good, but really low price. So I'm not interested in that anymore, because the price is too low and it's part of that really competitive market. But let's just have a look here. Products related to this item. Let's just scroll over and see what we can find. Now, just looking at this here, like, again, it's just way too much going on, I think. And the prices are really, really low. Again, folks, if you're listening to this or watching this, make sure, like the video, subscribe to the page, and leave a comment if you want, and I'll answer it. No problem at all. The question. All right. Yeah, look, I think not really something I want to get involved in any of those products. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click escape. I'm just going to move away from that, right? Now, again, we're in the bird feeder niche, so it could end up that, we could find a lot of the similar products, in which case we just have to move out of it. Let's have a look at this one, right? Again, steady sales, full stop, but really low price. So I don't really like the price. Let me just say suction bird feeder. It is fulfilled by Amazon, and there's a lot of reviews. So we put that in there. We can see, like, look at this. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's another one, twin pack. Like, yeah, straight away, there's just too much competition, too many different versions. I wouldn't be looking at that product anymore. So I'm just going to move away from that, right? Now, one thing I could have done there potentially was I could have actually moved off that item into products related to see what I found, but I moved on from it now, so we can't really do that. A bird feeding station. Simple product that has own fulfillment, so we can always improve in terms of doing that FBA. The price would need to be higher for FBA, at least 20 quid, I'd say, close enough to it. Again, really competitive, steady BSR, so it's always making sales. We can look here at the price. The price is just $16.99, full stop. It was on a $49 in there for one period, but literally it has not changed since it's been live, right? So let me just look up. I'm going to look up bird feeder stand or station. See stand. 8,000 results again. And there's a prime one already. There was 100 bought in the past week, but it's way too competitive. Again, there's the one that we were just looking at, 100 bought in the past week. Again, it's just, there's another one that's FBA. And still saying that is getting sales. Don't get me wrong. Getting plenty of sales. Is that the same as the one we were just looking at? It's a bit different. There's one prime. Sold by Amazon, fulfilled by Amazon. Let's look at the sales. I'd say they're pretty good. Yeah, really good sales there. No, because I thought they would have been. No, actually, no, hold on. Yeah, look at that. They're really good sales. You can see that actually. That's a pretty good example of, like, FBM versus FBA. So FBM is filled by merchant. So the BSR there is around 1,200, whereas the BSR in this is around 600, 500. Same price, same item, but one's filled by Amazon. So just seeing that, I'm like, it's not really a market I'd want to get into, because I think it's just going to be ultra competitive. Now, saying that, again, Let's just see if there's some different styles of items that potentially we get involved in. Probably not though. So what is this? This is a adjustable wall bird feeder. Yeah, look. Adjust wall bird feeder. I just think these are all going to be way too competitive, actually. Yeah, 10,000 results. Different styles, different designs. That's a pretty poor listing. You wouldn't really know what the product is, to be honest, hardly looking at it. Let's see what the sales are in this. Yeah, not great sales. Probably coming down to listing is the reason why that's not great sales. Let's see what's interesting products related to. No. Folks, I think I picked a really difficult market to actually compete in, but let's just keep going, right? Bird feeder station mesh tray. Again, it's fulfilled by Amazon. Selling quite well. There's a bit of competition in the market. The reason this one's probably doing well is because it has that hook, I think. Again, though, I'd say it's pretty competitive, but it does show you like a new product coming in there. $15.99, $12.99, and it just starts selling nicely, and they're making sales, right? I probably wonder, does it include the bowl? I wonder, does it? Just curious. Yeah, I'd say it does include the bowl. Yeah, the bowl itself is also awesome. Yeah. What could be interesting there and what could work pretty well is a twin pack. Maybe people will want a twin pack, but I'd say this person is doing a twin pack. Yeah, there it is there. Look, $15.99. That's just the bowls. Not selling as well. Sold better was $12.99. Not selling as well at $15.99. Yeah, I think this market is pretty competitive. So we're just going to probably just move on from it a bit. But just excited of all this. And let's look at this. This is getting really niche. A bat exclusion tool. Now, just look at this. Yeah. Interesting product. But there is no sales. No sales in the UK. This is important from the US, which means the product, it's held by Amazon inside the US. So people might want to wait, but let's just see what this comes up as in the UK, and let's just search all departments. So this is going to probably weave up in a minute to have a look at. So I'm going to look at this. This. Yeah, no, not much going on there for that product. He's not getting data for it anyway. Bat box. Most people I know don't want bats in their buildings. 100%. Interesting. I think the price is really low anyway, though. And then there's other ones here and all that. No, we'll move away from that item. What's this? Bat valve. Get rid of your bats in your home. Amazon US. I do wonder, are we allowed to use these in Europe, in the UK, in different countries? I know this is US based, but like bats, I understand are protected species and we might be allowed to use that. Interesting one to keep an eye on, right? Whether it gets much sales. But for now, let's move on. And that was just something I just pulled up to have a look. Yeah, there's that, right? So let's just reverse out of this market, right? Because I just think it's a wee bit down a bit of a rabbit hole here. Let's go back to garden. Let's go to this. Anything interesting here? No, all digital, a lot of it. Let's move out of that. Let's look at this, right? Completely different. Now, nothing there really jumps out at me. And as I said, sometimes with this, you just don't find any items. It could be just the category you pick. It could be just a difficult one. Let's look at these, right? Right, let's look at this, right? This is a selling really well, right? It only started selling in May, 44.99. Now, aspect heavy duty. So what's this for? Perfect for cantilever parasol. So what there is that what they're called? Ah, interesting, interesting. There's a cast iron one, but no, I prefer this one. But then there's other ones here. But no one is selling these products prime. They're universal, obviously. And there's that one selling well as well. Now, what we can see here, they're pretty seasonal. So back here. Still, that one sold right throughout the year. And then March sold really well. It sold nothing for well. June sold well. And then didn't sell a whole pile, but still was selling in the winter. Not a lot in March. Then it's back in stock again. It starts selling again in June. So what we call that? We call it a parasol base. Now, 37 results does not bode well for what we want to do here. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's a lot of them, isn't there? There's a prime one there. Let's look at that. There, I wouldn't count them because they're not really the ones we're looking for. It's these ones here, what I'm thinking of. We actually had to get something for ours recently. Again, there's another one, but it's own fulfillment. Only a brand new one, just listed. 74.99. 50 plus bought in the past week. It's an interesting market, right? Because I'm not counting these items here because they're not the ones I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for these large ones here. And if they could be done FBA, that's what I'm thinking, right? Now there's one sold and dispatched from Amazon, but she's selling really well. Yeah, look at that, like selling a ton of units, but they're really, really low cost. So still a pile. September. They still sell right up until they never really stop. Interesting. A really interesting product. Now, I wonder what bonus item people would want with that. So what do people buy with that? They actually buy the umbrellas. But you could give a cover with it as a bonus. Interesting. So the cover wouldn't take up any space inside your package. That cover sells really well as well. But again, that's not a market I want to get into. So there's another one selling pretty well. And I wonder, what is the price Amazon is? I said there's another one selling pretty well. The round edges, people prefer that, I think. Pretty good. So what is Amazon's ones? What's their fulfillment fee? So one little interesting thing you can do, Amazon profit or revenue calculator, right? I love going to this, just pasting my ASIN in here, right? So we can see here now, if we sold ours at 44.65, Amazon would take 7.58 in terms of like their referral fee, and then 8.80 to actually ship the product out to the consumer, right? That would leave us with a net margin of £19.37, right? Now, if we're on certain scheme of VAT, we can get, 23.32, or if we're not registered for VAT, it'd be 26.81 would be our net margin. But let's say if we're on it, I forget the name of the scheme on the VAT you can be on. You can charge 20% and then remit a lower percent to HMRC. That would leave us with £23.32. So we can have the product made and imported for that. Because unless we're selling at 44.65, I would like to sell at 49.95. And I would like to have my bonus cover with it. It's interesting. Some could say that market is way too competitive. But like most of them are own fulfillment. There's only this one here we'd really be competing with. Let's see what the reviews say. Is there any negative? What are they saying? But do not fit properly the parcel we bought, in that we had to adapt the hooks. It would be better if the downstand on the hooks were longer. One of the 4 base quadrants had a poor tread mounting, which meant the cap didn't screw on, making the quadrant redundant and the base unstable. That's just once off of me. Okay, interesting. Let me just go to negative reviews. Let's go down to this 2-star. Okay, we've seen that one. Let's see the 3-star. No one left a comment. 4-star. Okay. Okay, interesting. I just get pricing on that and see what the story is like. Like, my whole aim with this game is not to make like £1 million profit on products and stuff. It's about making a small bit on each. That's 100% the game plan. Yeah, look, Amazon's one there, 48.10. Yeah, so the price just changed there. Like, I think 49.95, and give the bonus if possible to cover. Like, that would make yours by far the best offer. Yeah, I think we'll leave it there today, folks. I think we'll leave it there. I enjoyed making this video. I enjoyed, that bit of product research. Yeah, as I said, look, and I keep saying this, people will say that's way too competitive. I will say, no, but we're offering better value in the marketplace for a product that will sell. We just need to be sure that we bring it in at the right time. I don't know, would this be the time I'd bring it in? I'd probably like to have it in for around January, February. So I'd probably be ordering around October, November to have it in for that February, March time. 100%. Definitely. It's probably a product that your initial order, you'll run out, and then you need to reorder, in which case it could take 1.5 years before you really understand the run rate of this product, because it'll sell really well during the summer. But if you only order a small quantity, obviously test the market, and this is just the UK, for example, you would end up that it would run out of stock in the summer, but you wouldn't be able to get any more in until September, October, which meant that you're probably best waiting to having a big order then for January, February 2025. Yeah, long time down the tracks. But